Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have what I've melted the first half of July 2018. So what we will do is start off with what's in front of you there. As predicted, this, here I'll show you the lid. This candle right here is Yankee Candles Pure Radiance Cherry Gin Fizz. And as predicted, because that wick was quite off center, it is very, very sooty. You can see, and it's mostly sooty on the side of which the wick was off side on. Still throws amazing. I'm still keeping my eye on. I'm not far when that's burning because that wick is, I mean, look, it's nearly over. It's almost done, and the flame is so long, and I do blow it out and I trim it, but it just does not take long for it to come back. But this is a great scent. I don't urge you to buy it if it's too expensive. I wouldn't urge that to anybody on any candle. There's really no candle out there that I'd have to say I would spend, you know, 4 times the amount of money that it's worth to buy it online somewhere. This is really nice. If you can find it for a reasonable price or a price that you're willing to pay within your price range, then absolutely. I know a couple people, some subscribers said that they either have this in their collection or they found it online. So it's a very good one, and the scent for, you know, a 1 wick candle it's doing really well. So I have to give it some kudos there. And not that this means anything to you, but this is the lid to that candle over there, which is actually this week's Throwback Thursday of Honolulu Sun. And I'm not quite sure when this video is going to go up, before or after, but that is this week's candle. And as I move this towards the camera a bit, I knocked out one of the wicks. So there's only 2 wicks lit right now instead of 3, but I figure once I've finished filming this, I'm just going to be taking this over and blowing everything out. So, all right, on to a candle I burned, and I will always burn this throughout the weekend, a long weekend here in Canada, which is always along July 1st, which is Canada Day. This is, it's really small here, but it is Country Home Candles. This is obviously a Canadian made candle. It has the proper, and I say that because they changed our lyrics to the Canadian national anthem. It has proper wording. All thy sons command. This is the way that our anthem was built. This is the way I've known. This is the way I will always sing my anthem, you know, regardless of where I am. There's to a point, any Canadian watching this, and I know there's lots of you out there, there's a point where being politically correct, I know what this word really truly means. It doesn't physically mean it has to be a man or a boy. It's just, anyway, if you're Canadian, you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm saying. But they changed this one word in All Thy Sons Command, but this is the proper candle with the proper wording. Love the stamped lid. It's not a scent I like, and that's why I save it each year. It's very mapley. There's a little bit of sooting, but again, I mean, what is it? Does it say what scent it is? I can't recall. Oh my God, I can smell it right now. Oh, yeah, it's maple syrup, which is obviously quintessentially Canadian. I do like this. I love it. I can't find it. I used to find this at Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh no, not Bed Bath & Beyond. Home Outfitters, which is also owned by the Bay or Hudson Bay Company. They used to have like a larger section. Oh, they had country home candles. They had some large jar Yankees, which were extremely expensive. And the Yankee selection now is like almost zilch, which was just barely more than zilch before. And I cannot find this brand anymore. So I know that you can go online and find that as well. So that's one that I'm saving again. I burnt that last year, burnt it this year, will burn it again next year. So 2 candles that I did complete. This was a Throwback Thursday Coconut Leaves. Already has a review up on my channel. I absolutely love this one. This is a fantastic candle. It burnt beautifully with just ever so slight. So even hard to show. There's a little tiny little bit of sitting right here. That's it. And look, you guys, this is old school BBW. This is I got the throw, I got the burn all the way to the bottom, very little to no sitting pretty much. It is in a scent that I absolutely adore. They do bring this out each year. I love it. Would absolutely repurchase this, hands down, no problem. Another one that was fabulous is an older packaging of root candles, Pineapple Papaya. This lasted forever. This is a Throwback Thursday from a couple weeks ago, and I just finished it this morning or yesterday, I can't remember. It does say Pineapple Papaya, but it was again a Throwback Thursday candle, and you guys, if you watch that, it's a playlist, Throwback Thursday, as well as root candle. I have tons of playlists on my channel. I'm pretty good at adding what I need to the playlists themselves. I definitely did not get papaya, which is a good thing. I'm not a big papaya fan. Turns out there's lots of you guys out there that feel the same way. Papaya to me smells like stinky feet. You know, what's a girl to do, right? But what I will say that I got more of a pineapple smoothie, like Orange Julius pineapple smoothie, like, but a nice creamy note. Like, add a little scoop of ice cream into that smoothie, Orange Julius, and blend, blend, blend. This was lovely. It lasted a long time. Totally didn't think it was going to last this long. It's supposed to last the size. It's just a small Veriglass, or is it? No, just Veriglass. Generally they're supposed to last about 70 hours. I would not doubt that I got over 100 hours worth of burn time. So I did enjoy that one. I would recommend that one for sure. Okay, on to wax I didn't complete yet, but that I did melt. Really enjoyed this one. This is Better Homes and Gardens by the Pool, which is Splash on one side and Coconut on the other. So mixing them up. That's how I've melted these so far. This will go back into my melting basket for the rest of the month. But these two together smells really good. And the first person I can think of that I would think would love this would be Lindsay Love on YouTube. This is like a scent that I can see her beach house smelling like. You know, it's almost like a slight chlorine, slight chlorine scent with a coconut. So it literally smells like you're at the pool slapping on some really nice expensive coconut sunscreen or suntan oil. So yeah, anyway, there you go. I would definitely repurchase that, but being that it's Better Homes and Gardens, can't get that here in Canada. So, oh yay. All right, so we already know the struggle that is to do with that. So I'm just gonna move this over in the frame a little bit here. This was absolutely lovely. I've got 3 cubes left. I've been melting 1 cube at a time. I tested it out the first time I melted 1 cube in my bedroom. This is the perfect bedroom scent for me. This is Yankee Candles, Sun Drenched Apricot Rose, and this smells just like that apricot rose or rose apricot that I think it was Better Homes and Gardens that I received in a random act of kindness. That smelled so amazing, and this is the exact one. This is beautiful. I would absolutely hoard this one. Well, I'm not gonna hoard it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna love it, but I would definitely, if I could get my hands on it, I would most certainly purchase more of these. This is a beautiful scent, even for those like myself who aren't necessarily into florals. The apricot is just such a nice, sweet scent. It smells like a perfect body care as well. I would actually slather this on my body if it was body care. So anyway, there's that. I'm gonna put that over there. All right, so let's do some Southbound. This is Southbound soap. This is the old school Southbound soap. You can see that I got this like last summer, and this is good. This is Lavender Orange Soda, which is lavender, vanilla, and sugary sweet fizzy orange soda. I lost the fizz, so I should have. I got this, I think, when I finally received it. It was probably towards the end of summer, and I'm like, oh, I'll just save it till next summer because of the fizzy note. That's when I'm like, oh, kicking myself, because I got the sweet lavender, I got the vanilla, which, you know, sugary and sweet. I guess in a sense it's just sweetened lavender, but the fizzy part of the fizzy orange soda was gone. So I missed the fizziness, but everything else together, this is a lovely scent. They're like little gear cogs. For those of you who are like gearheads or whatever, they look like little gear cogs. So they're two-toned, double layer. And right now, I can most certainly, it smells like a flat ginger ale. Similar to that Pure Radiance candle in the background. It's supposed to have a fizz to it, but I described it and I'll still stand by that. It smells like a flat pot, like a flat soda or ginger ale. Definitely got a flatness to this, but otherwise it's fantastic. It's really nice. So I don't know if I'll repurchase that again. But the next one from Southbound, and you can see they've changed their name. Now this is Southbound Candle Co, and that one was Southbound Soap Company. This, I should have bought 5 bags. No joke, folks. now again, so here you go. Well, good thing I wrote on it then. Here on the old bag, it showed you the pour date. Here on the new bag, no pour date. I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but I did write on the bottom when I received it. It was a pre-order that my friend and I went together on. I don't, and I'll stress this enough, I don't feel that vendors do coffee enough. I don't feel like they do enough different varieties. We can mix things like rose with gazillions of things or whatever, but there's a lot of things that I think to those who own the companies and are very good at blending, I'm sure there are lots of really amazing scents that have never been tapped when it comes to coffee. But I'm telling you right now, I wish I bought like 3 bags of this one. It's Cafe Cream Puffs. And I did post on my IG, a picture of one of the little gingerbread men that I had in here, and it was melting, and there's like, it was, you know, him melting, and then there's like a couple bubbles behind him. I'm like, ooh, he's like tooting, toot toot. It was kind of cute. I laughed, and it turns out a few other people did too. So the description on this is roasted coffee beans, buttery pastry dough, creamy vanilla, custard, sweet cream, and confectioner's sugar. Okay, 100% roasted coffee first. Then I'd say the creamy vanilla, custard. There's the last bit there is really redundant, I think, but I definitely get the roasted coffee first, and then I'd say the creamy vanilla custard. I don't get pastry dough, but that's just my nose. It might just be me. And every nose is different, which is great. I would obviously repurchase that in a heartbeat. I melted a bunch of this from Zeep, the lavender coconut milk, and this was a loaf of which I cut up, and I'll be putting this back again into my basket for the rest of the month. I love this for the bedroom, and I don't quote me on this, but I believe, first of all, I don't think it's one of her favorites, Ashley's favorites to make. In fact, I remember seeing this cute little, and like a mask that she was wearing while making it. I guess is not a scent that smells delightful to her nose. Everyone's different, of course. But this is a beautiful sweetened lavender with a coconut milk, and I do love this, but I believe she's discontinuing it. Don't quote me, but as last I looked on the website, she still had like clams available in this, but I don't think she's going out of her way to make any more of this anytime soon. That's not to say that she'll never make it again, but it's going to be one of the items that's on the back burner, I think. I really do believe that this does help. A friend of mine sent me this, and you know who you are. Thank you so much. Snoozy Melts, and she sent me a huge package of these, and I've been really hoarding them because this is the Snoozy Melts and Sweet Lavender Peppermint Toasted Vanilla Fluff made with imported French lavender buds. This is fabulous, you guys. These, I put one whole one in my bedroom, and it smells good. And oh, it's delightful, and it really does calm you down. At least it does for me. The lavender and the peppermint, and then the creaminess, the vanilla fluff, all is very good. Oh, sorry, there's a motorcycle in the background. Anyway, so highly would recommend that and repurchase that for sure. Something I'm on the fence with. I'm glad I bought this Bob's. This was a huge cookie from Super Tarts. Bob is described as shaving cream, coconut shavings, and seaside. And this is a huge cookie I purchased on Wax Wednesday when she offered them. And I really want to try it. Bob, this whole collection sort of just came out a little bit before that. I want to say close to a year ago at this point. So I really there wasn't too many on that collection that I really, really wanted to try, but this was one of them. I have a clam of it too, but I don't know how. I'm not like I don't think I'm gonna buy it again. Let's put it that way. I don't feel like it's my favorite shaving cream, but I do love shaving cream. I love coconut, so the Seaside, I get shaving cream, but there's something about it I'm not sure. I likely won't repurchase, but I do have a clam still. I cut my roses here in Pod People in quarters because this kind of scent goes in my bathroom, and that warmer is really tiny. So Pod People from Vintage Chic Senses Cactus and Sea Salt. This is great for really, really well. Again, though, it is a bathroom type scent for me, and it just goes in my 18 watt small melters, so that's why I cut this in quarters. So anyway, I did a lot of cutting the other night. You know, I did do a video. I got lots of videos on my playlist for cutting. Super Tarts shaving cream I received. This was a whole fluted tartar, you know, one of those little bits that she would put into her loaves or what have you, or the potion packs. Anyway, this is fantastic. Her shaving cream from Super Tarts is fantastic. I only used half of this. Again, I used it in my bathroom. Really enjoyed it. Great blending scent as well, if you ever want to. Definitely, I believe that scent in the potion packs are quickly purchased and sold out on Super Tarts website when they do restock that. All right, Sensationals. Morning Bliss. This is straight up grapefruit. And actually I found when I went to Walmart the other day, with the very few things that are actually available in the Canadian Walmart, we actually do here in Canada have Morning Bliss. Again, to me, straight up grapefruit. Loved it. Melted that in the morning time. Sorry, I live off the highway and there's lots of Harley Davidsons all around. And you can tell it's a Harley because, well, I have a window open too, but they're quite loud. This was interesting. I expected myself not to enjoy this as much as I did because I'm like, oh, it's a huge hyped up thing. And then I saw some people going, yeah, it was okay. Wow, Nelly, this sucker, I only needed 1 cube. I did like 2 the first time. I was like, holy cow, like, oh my God, just shut me out of the room. But it was really good, actually. I really liked it. What I didn't do, which I should have, is added some fizzy pop to it, or fizzy soda to it. I think that would have been really good with that too. I don't know if I would repurchase it. It was a nice once in a, not lifetime, but once, I think I may have one other one, but it was good. Glad I tried it. Then here we've got Sensational's Tahiti Shores. Love that picture. Oh my God. If I won $1 gazillion in the lottery tomorrow, Tahiti, Fiji, all those places would be on my list. This is more of a perfumey note, like a bathroom scent, sort of like a very expensive perfumed soap. But for me, leaning towards the good way instead of the real perfumey old school ones that were wrapped up. We're talking some pretty nice, like maybe if you went to Tahiti and you won $1 gazillion and you stayed in the most elaborate place in Tahiti, and in the sink area in the bathroom they have these like really nice soaps. That's what I would consider. It's a very, not tropical, there's no coconut or mango that I can smell. It's just a nice fresh, and I will say smelling I don't recall smelling this while it's melting, but smelling it empty, it has like Thrills Gum's pepper note to it, or like a pepper soapy note to it, but I don't mind that at all. I love Thrills Gum as well, so I'm really weird like that. I like to, like, apparently I like strange things. Anyway, I like that. It was very nice. I don't know if I would repurchase it. This is great too. I also saw this after receiving this from a friend of mine that we, again, the very few ones that we get here in Canada, found Boardwalk at my Walmart. My Walmart downsized their wax aisle, like 80% gone. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. But anyway, it says Salty Breeze and Sunset Skies. This is definitely one I used for my bathroom. It was just really nice. It was really, really nice. It's like but a liquid soap that you'd find in like a, I don't know, like, yeah, in a beachy area. So again, I really liked it. I think I may have one more of these, and I would definitely recommend this one, especially if you like that type of scent in the bathroom as well. Okay, holy moly, you guys. Sensationals. Normally, Better Homes and Gardens has your butt, but I'm bowing to you right now. Sensationals, I think they're owned by the same people, but regardless. Oh my gosh, I did fall in love. Because it says fall in love. I did, hands down, mic drop. I love this one. Magic Spell is a complete and 100% dupe for Victoria's Secret's Love Spell. I love this one. I can't, it's still strong. I could leave it on for 2 days. I could leave it on for 2 days, or 2 nights, I guess, 2 nights in a row. It is so good. It is delightful if you love Love Spell. If you haven't already tried it, what a great way. And again, I saw this in the Canadian, like, I'm like, I saw these all, we're so late getting crap here in Canada. It's ridiculous. I always feel bad because my friends are so awesome, and either they send me stuff, or I'll go shopping with them and I'll send them money for them. But they're so great to take me shopping in the States, and then like 8 months later we get it here. But This one was interesting. This one I melted all 6 cubes 2 at a time on their own. I have another one of these, I believe, maybe even 2, that I'm going to use to blend down the road. So this is lavender and rosemary. It is very herbally, which is good. So now that I've done this whole clamshell just as is, I'm going to start adding things like peppermint, well, like your typical peppermint, and some like lighter things, maybe a creamy vanilla, pink sugar or something like that, because it is very strong and is definitely herbally, which is fine, but it was almost too much for me. But I think now I will do a little blending now that I've done that. So, all right, Ocean Tides. Come on. Oh, gosh, these pictures make me want to, like, again, I need to win the lottery. I really do. This one's a little more forgettable for me. It really wasn't strong. Again, this was in the bathroom. This was not very strong. Pretty colored wax. It was all right. The picture on the label looks fabulous. I want to be there. Oh my God, with a beer. Like, oh my gosh, I need a vacation so bad, you guys. Anyway, so this is all right. I don't necessarily think I would repurchase this because it wasn't super strong. Whereas I've had other scents so far in that bathroom type scent category do much better. Calypso Sands, light floral and honeydew on a fresh breeze. Again, look at that label. It looks like Fiji again. Ugh. This was good. This was not super strong for me, and I did get a little bit of honeydew, but I definitely got more of the floral, but it is nice to break up the floral with the honeydew. So I don't necessarily think I would repurchase this. I think I may have one more clam of this though. All right, let's do Better Homes and Gardens. We don't have too many of them. A favorite of mine, which is the pink sugar berry. This is, oh, so good. Again, one I might be able to take a cube and, oh no, did I even mix? Pardon me, I think I did mix a cube of the pink sugar berry with this one, but I remember it not smelling the way I was hoping it to. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't something I would do again. So I did actually mix that lavender one, lavender rosemary, with this. I love this on its own. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like the picture, oh, and thank you to my friends who have sent me more scents. They know my love for it, so oh my goodness, I love you guys. Thank you. Maui beach waves. Oh my god, Maui is my absolute favorite place on earth. So I've traveled a little bit, and that is like the first time in my life I actually felt like I vacated. No social media, no phone calls. I literally could walk out of our condo and just walk out across the street to the beach and just sit on the sand and not have to speak to anybody. You know what I mean? I'm pretty outgoing. I'm an extroverted introvert. That's how I describe myself. I'm very outgoing when I feel like I need to, but when I also sit back and become very logical and listen and listen to what other people do, say, be observant. And that's why I'm trying to get on Big Brother Canada for like the umpteenth time in a row. But anyway, but that's part of it, is like I'm very outgoing when I feel like I am, when I feel like I want to be, need to be. But at the same time, I really like the quiet time and like watching people. People watching is great. Anyway, Maui beach waves, back on track. Great picture again, very similar to one that we've already seen. This one was nicer. This was so strong too. It's still strong on the package, but this was lovely. Limited edition, US only. You don't get Better Homes in Canada. Caribbean Sea Breeze. Let's see, I can't remember this one. No, it was okay. There is a bit of a creamy suntan lotion note to it, but there's something else about it that I don't like. So it wouldn't be repurchased, but I would like to be right in that water as long as there was no sharks. Would be good. Duck feet. I've got this in a purchase de-stash quite a while ago. I picked it up and got it in my house in September of last year. It's almost been a year since I've had it. So anyway, duck feet is iced lemonade, sweet lollipops, and orange creamsicle, which is like orange creamsicle and mouse ears. This is lovely. I really got the mouse ears. I think anything with mouse ears blend in it, the mouse ears stands out among the other blends. This was lovely. I actually had to melt 2 each time I melted. I didn't find it to be one of the strongest super tart scents I've smelled, which is not The case actually generally, normally Super Tarts is super, super strong. Another one where I felt like it was, and I remember I had 4 cubes left in this one. And this is Lord of the Melts Golem from Super Tarts, the almond blended with sweet blackberries. Now, this smells so amazing on cold. And I remember the last time I melted 2 of these cubes up to the top, and I was like, it got lost. So, but I melted 1 cube in each one of my warmers. This time, remembering what had happened, I melted 2 cubes in one warmer and 2 cubes in another within my great room. So, 4 cubes in my great room. And I still feel that that amazing blackberry got lost. Again, it's sort of like mouse ears, what I just mentioned, the almond blend. If you have the almond blended with something else, the almond does stand out. I know lots of people who say the same thing, but I just really wanted that sweet blackberries to stand out too. Because her blackberry, man, Brandy's blackberry is just, it's bar none one of the best blackberry smells. And I mean, I have blackberries out my backyard, so I'm fortunate enough to be able to pick them probably a few weeks out still, because here we don't get to pick our blackberries probably until we won't be getting a lot of rain, so likely it won't be till mid-August, I would say. Anyway, moving on. Goose Creek, stop doing this. Please stop putting these in the packages. I'm begging you. I've said this and I'll continue to say it each and every single time. Goose Creek, stop making... Goose Creek, continue making your wax melts this way, but stop making them in these little, what do they call them, beads. They look like Unstoppables scent boosters that you put in your laundry. Anyway, this is a strawberry tea cake. It wasn't actually not that strong, and I did not get much of a scent throw on it, and I felt I had to use it all. I had to use it one time because this does not seal again, and so that's another downfall, and it's a mess. Like, it can get really messy, and you can't reseal it again, and I just didn't feel these to be as strong as a lot of these other wax melts from Goose Creek. So, not that anyone's watching from Goose Creek, but please stop making the melted beads, even if these are cheaper for you to make, which, let's be honest, anyone who makes things, tries to find ways to make things new and refreshing and gets people into it, but also saves them a buck, because at the end of the day, it's the bottom line. Don't do it. Starfruit acai. This was amazing. With these Goose Creeks, when I melt these particular ones that I keep for my living room or my great room here, I split these just in half. So there's 6 little, like, Trivial Pursuit pie pieces, but I split this in half. Half of it goes in one warmer, half of it goes in the other warmer at the same time. Oh my goodness, this was so good. The bitter tartness of the acai, oh, it was so good. I would 100% repurchase this. Really, really enjoyed this. So if you have it, definitely bring that out. It's really good. Another one that was so good, and I wish I bought more. Soothing Coconut. Really good. Again, can't say much more other than yum. Oh man, that smells so good. Still now. So anyway, 100% would repurchase that as well. Don't sell them in these anymore. All right, my friend Ramona. Oh my God, I remember watching this video that she made a while ago about ordering, like, she got to test a few things, and then one of these things that she's like, oh, I really love this, and then she ordered a bunch of this particular blend from Destination Wax, which is Huckleberry Muffin, which is described as sweet, buttery muffins loaded with juicy huckleberries. This is beautiful. Okay, I now understand why Ramona loves this. It is exactly how it smells, and don't get me wrong, I've always stood behind that most every single scent shot that I have purchased from Destination Wax in the past has done really well. It's those little cubey things that don't do so well for me. There's only the odd scent or two that actually did very well. This is fantastic. If you guys can get your hands on Huckleberry Muffin again, this is so good. Highly recommend. Split this in half. Used half in each one of my warmers in my great room. Absolute joy. Loved it. Got a couple sugar and spice. I'm getting a little nervous because I'm almost out of my sugar and spice. She hasn't opened for customs in a while, and her list for when it's ready to ship is very small and very minimal, and a lot of it's just it's a singular scent. So anyway, this one here, Salty Sea Air Pink Sugar Marshmallow. Fantastic. Split this and used it in the bedroom a couple times. And Pink Sands Type, again, split this and used it. Actually, this one, I used it just in half in my great room again. Did really well. These are from, well, this one I got in June of 2017 to my home, and this one I got in October. So they did really well. I just, like I say, I'm really getting nervous that I have this huge list. I'm not joking. I have a list for when she opens again of Sugar and Spice that I've been waiting for. Oh, but you know how it goes. All right, so quickly we're gonna go through some bags. This is probably one of my oldest wax that I have, and it's gone. And it's this Vintage Chic Scents Mrs. DiMaggio's Dream with the Surrey Overpour, which is Blonde Moments, Strawberry, Raspberry, Guava, Cotton Candy Frosting, and Cotton Candy Marshmallow. This is really lovely. I actually got the guava. I really actually enjoyed this, but I'm also happy to see it go too. It's old. It was a purchase de-stash that I did. Purchase was actually some of my first VCS I ever got. It's good, but I'm glad it's done. Oh, I have a full loaf of this still to cut up, and I also have, which I'm going to do an experiment. This is lavender soda, sorry, from Zeep, which is lavender and fizzy citrus soda. With the fizziness of the lemon lime comes out a little bit more than the lavender, but it's still lovely. It's one of my favorite fizzy scents ever. But I also have it in scoopable. So, and I also have another loaf that I haven't cut up yet of this. So anyway, long story short, I love this scent. Have I repurchased? I have, and I will continue to repurchase that. I really want to try it in her body care too. So. And I don't mention this very much, but I want to thank you guys. There's been a couple of you guys. I mentioned it maybe once or twice that I have a referral link down below in the description box. I'm just going to mention it now and say, I don't know who you guys are, but thank you to whomever did use the link. I don't put it out there often at all. And lately, a couple people have used the referral link, and that's for you and for me, but it's for you guys to use as well. It's to get 20% off your next purchase. But by you getting 20% off your purchase, so do I for a certain amount of time. It opens a window. So I thank you guys very much for those. I don't know who you are, but whomever's used it, thank you. And I hope you're able to pick up some of the lovely things that she does have to offer. I know that my next purchase, I would really love to do some body care, some whip soaps and things like that. So anyway, Percy, which is rain and lemon curd. I really liked this at first. It's from Super Tarts, but then I just felt like it got all funny on me. Like once it burns off, the rain started smelling really funny. Like the lemon curd burns off and then the rain's left, and it smelled a little bit weird for me. I don't know how else to explain it. I would not repurchase that, but I know it's a favorite among lots of people. This is absolutely smashing. This is beautiful. Rose Girls Avo Bath, which is a Lush type, which has got like lemongrass and blah, blah, blah. It's amazing, fresh spring summer scent. It's not floral at all. This was mini melters. I would 100% repurchase that again in the future. Absolutely. A not repurchase for me, and I know you guys have heard me say this before. Office from Super Tarts is described as vanilla bean Noel, sugar cookies, and world's best boss coffee. This is too sweet for me. Too sweet. It is just too ooey gooey for me. I want coffee. Unlike Absolute Coffee from Rose Girls is a favorite of mine. That Cafe Cream Puffs, fabulous. Predator is my favorite so far of all the ones I've tried of coffee from Super Tarts. Predator is number one for me. This is definitely good if you got a sweet tooth or a sweet nose. You enjoy that creaminess. It's not for me. It likely will not be a repurchase down the road. And my friend Ramona sent me, did she? No, sorry, Ramona. She sent something else down the road. Windsor. I purchased this from VCS. This was poured in September of last year. Banana coconut cream pie. Disappointing. I got very little to no throw. And I love banana. Banana is one of my favorites. I don't think vendors nor do companies of candle making make enough banana or banana blends. I feel like they maybe get scared because I don't think many of us love it, but there's so many of us who do. I got a creamy banana scent, but it was really, really mild. I would not repurchase this unless I knew it was going to give me a better kick. These were small coins, and let me see, I use them in the great room here. So I just wouldn't repurchase it. I only give that a strength of maybe 4 out of 10. So that's saying something. Both of these from my friends Myra and Kyla. This is Scentsy's Scentsy's Brick in sea salt and avocado. This was lovely. Really, really nice. I definitely love that one. And Pink Raspberry Lemonade, also really good. And again, Swan Creek, or that's Scentsy, and then this is Swan Creek. Swan Creek is expensive, yes, but their cubes are about the size of 2 cubes from like Sensationals, and you need 1, and you can probably keep it in your warmer for like 2 days, depending on what it is. But this blend was very, very nice. So thank you very much, Myra and Kyla. And the last 2 things I have to share, one is from Hidden Row. This is just a rebagged custom blend loaf that I did in coconut cream, pink sugar, and lavender field. This is lovely. I did have it made back in April of 2017. It was really great. I've shared it amongst friends. I did enjoy this, but I could probably get something similar now that I've got a little bit more of a stash. At the time, it was one of my first purchases that I'd ever made online, but I can probably figure something very close to it. But this is lovely. So I did enjoy that. Breakfast cookies. This is Southbound Soap, again older, so you can see it's May of 2017. Fruity Pebbles and vanilla sugar cookie dough with marshmallow icing. I liked it. I am happy. I didn't get as much Fruity Pebbles from this. I definitely got the sugar cookie marshmallow icing, but it wasn't as strong as I was really hoping for. So anyway, I wouldn't repurchase this, but there's something over there that I would definitely repurchase in multiples. So with that said, you guys, that is my empties and what I've melted. Not my empties, but that's what I melted. Thing falls around here. For the first half of July 2018. All right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun, guys.